So now let us address first the first issue that a bridge engineer usually deals with before the commencement of the design, planning, and construction of a bridge structure project, which is the project funding. The design and rehabilitation of highway bridges is an activity that has considerable financial demands. With such huge costs associated with transportation projects, the obvious question is, where does all this money come from? Funding for highway projects in general and bridge projects comes from a variety of sources and varies from region to region. So the first issue or concern that a bridge engineer must deal with before before he or she can start or commence the design, planning, and construction of a bridge structure is the project funding. So we have to address first where where will the fund will come from. So usually the sources of fund varies from region to region or with respect to that particular project. So the sources of funds usually varies from one project to another, as well as it they are usually different from region to another region. So we will enumerate here the five principal categories of fund source. And the first one is the user base. So this is one of the sources of fund of a bridge structure project. User fees, like for example, taxes imposed on the users of the highway system, imply funds generated through traditional highway-related fees such as vehicle registration, gasoline taxes, and tracking fees. So user fees, just like what I've said, this is usually one of the sources of fund for a highway bridge project. So when we say user fees, these are usually taxes imposed on the users of the highway system. So if you are a user of the highway system, like for example, if you own a car and you usually use to travel on that particular highway system, you are included to this users that we are talking about. So there is this fee that that is usually imposed on those users of a particular highway system just to be able to fund or provide for the needs of that particular highway. So this can be in the form of vehicle registration, gasoline taxes, and tracking fees. Another form of user fee is the toll road. Toll facility authorities have the advantage of a relatively precise form of user funding, so they can afford a rapid and high level of maintenance compared to other transportation departments. However, toll roads are typically restricted access highways that result in limited availability to users. One drawback to toll roads is the cost of implementing and maintaining toll collection facilities like this one. So you usually see this. These are actually uh, usually in the entrance of a particular restricted access highway, which is actually a toll gate. So this is where the the tolls are collected. Electronic toll collection has significantly reduced the operating costs of toll facilities. Furthermore, by not requiring the vehicle to stop, the public's the public's acceptance of toll facilities has increased in recent years. So aside from vehicle registration, gasoline taxes, and tracking fees, another form of user fees can be in the form uh, of toll road. So in a toll road, there is usually a toll gate like this one, wherein the authorities for that particular highway or bridge or highway system in general collects the fund, the money, the user fee, or simply the toll out from the users of the particular highway system. So in general, it is the users that provides the fund for the maintenance as well as the needs of a particular highway system. So the maintenance or should I say that the source of fund of a particular highway system uh, will be more dependent on the fees generated by the users. Although these toll roads are typically restricted access highways. So therefore, uh, there is no uh, too much amount of users that can use or access these highways because usually these highways that have toll roads are typically restricted access highways. Therefore, there is a limited availability to users that can result to low user fee collection. So that's actually one of the disadvantage of having toll roads on typically, or should I say, disadvantage of having toll roads on restricted access highways. There will be a limited availability of users for that particular highway. Therefore, there will be a reduction or decrease in the user fees or toll fees that can be collected from the users because there are limited users in the first place because the highway is usually restricted access highway. So another disadvantage of having these toll roads is the cost of implementing and maintaining toll collection facilities like this one. So obviously for the fees to be collected from the users in a toll gate or toll road like this, there must be a manpower that will actually collect the fee from the users of that particular toll road. So there will be or should I say, there will be an additional cost because there will be a manpower needed. There must be an employee needed to collect for the fees from the users of a particular highway system or toll road. Although nowadays electronic toll collection has significantly reduced the operating cost of toll facilities like this one because since there is already an electronic toll collection system, manpower can be reduced since there is actually no need a to have someone to collect the fees because everything is already done electronically. So the fees are already being paid electronically, so there is no need to have someone to actually collect the fees from the users of of a particular toll road. So in addition to that, uh, this electronic toll collection results to uh, to an advantage to the users of a highway system because since there is no need to collect by a there's no need to collect the the fees by a manpower or by an employee. Therefore, the vehicles don't need to stop on the toll gates just to be able to collect the fees from them because everything is done electronically already. So the users of the toll roads don't need anymore to stop on the toll gate just to pay for tolls or for toll fees or for their user fees because again everything uh, is collected electronically so they don't need to stop on the toll gate and because of that advantage of this electronic system the public's acceptance of toll facilities has increased in recent years. So you can see here, this is actually a toll road with a toll collection facility here that uh, that is already doing electronic toll collection. So you can see the vehicles uh, accessing the road. They don't need anymore to stop on the toll gate or just to be able to collect the fees from them. So they can just go ahead uh, and don't need to stop anymore on the toll toll facility because everything is being done electronically, especially the collection of user fees. So user fees are one of the principal source of fund for a particular highway project. So the source, I mean the fund that will sustain the project can be collected from users themselves.